in addition to Andy Reid and everybody connected to the game who's available to the media every day all week, the commissioner, his annual, they call it State of the League press conference. It's really not it. He talks for 2 minutes and he just answers questions. And who knows who's able to get a microphone. A lot of the questions feel a little bit canned, frankly. I don't want to get in any more trouble. I'm already in all the time. But there's a script that is followed, and certain reporters get questions, certain non-reporters get questions, and there aren't a lot of times the commissioner's caught unawares of what he's going to be asked.
Right.
Some of the highlights. He recognized that Thursday Night Football was not good at times, and he would not be surprised if eventually Thursday Night Football games are flexed. And that is a hell of a flex because you're talking short week. Like, as it currently stands, they have it constructed so they only have one short week obligation per team, maximum per year. I don't know how you would pull off Thursday Night Flex.
2 weeks you got to pull them out 2 weeks in advance, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I just don't know how you would do a Thursday. They're going to start with Monday this year. I think it's a matter of time before everything's up for grabs. Like, Christmas needs to be subject to flex.
Yeah, I hear you.
You could argue Thanksgiving, that night game needs to be subject to flex.
Yeah.
And if you're going to flex Thursday night games,
we don't need Rams-Broncos in the middle game on Christmas Day.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think maybe hidden in that, unsaid, Tuesday and Wednesday. I just feel like it's a matter of time before we have Tuesday and Wednesday games.
I'm with you. I hope it does go that way. I mean, I know you and I are in favor of standalone games, and again, like we said a few years ago, they proved to us that they could figure out schedules and juggle things around, that we could play Monday, Tuesday, and whatever.
It's one of the
else.
Accidental benefits of
COVID.
COVID.
COVID was an accidental benefit there, and I hope to see it. I really do. Be interesting to see when that does happen.
How about this?
Yeah.
Asked about officiating. For us, the commissioner said, when you look at officiating, I don't think it's ever been better in the league.
Bullshit.
No. Sorry, London.
They're throwing the challenge flag on that one.
Yeah, we have to throw the challenge flag on the officiating and the challenge flag in officiating, and just
we just talked to a head coach in football that told you officiating's a problem.
I wrote about this within the past 24 hours as it relates to Mike Pereira, the Fox Rules analyst, agreeing with Aaron Rodgers' recent observation that TV buys up the best referees because the NFL won't pay.
Yeah.
Dean Blandino told me 5 years ago the NFL doesn't value the position of VP of officiating. The NFL doesn't want to spend the money. Think back to 2012, and this is where the comment became relevant. Roger Goodell, as the replacement official dynamic took root.
Right.
He boasted multiple times the replacement officials will be every bit as good as the regular officials, and they were horrible. People at 345 Park Avenue were stunned that it didn't implode sooner than it did. Remember the Fail Mary game? And then 3 days later, it was all fixed, and Gene Steratore came out. Yeah, the big boys are back. You thought the replacement officials were better than us. Yeah, suck it. That was the attitude. And we know that there are flaws. We know it needs to be improved. We know that full-time officials would help. We know it. We talked about it yesterday with Peter King.
Yeah.
The idea that single dad, got kids, has another job, and then finds an hour on a Wednesday night to review film. I mean, come on. It's your only professional focus. If you take something, I practiced law and did this for a while. I wasn't as good as at either. Now that all statutes of limitations have run on any malpractice claims, I wasn't as good at either when I was doing both. You got to go all in with one, and I eventually did, and it changes everything. These officials have to go all in with one job.
Agreed. I mean, I actually am a little astounded by the comment. It's kind of tone deaf. It really is. I honestly think that comment there is only going to lead to us dissecting how wrong that comment was more. If I was the NFL and I was their PR guy, I'd go, no, address the problem. We weren't perfect this year. There was issues. There was games won and lost, and people's jobs were affected by the refs, and we need to just say, yes, hey, it's good, but certainly it needs to get better, and for all the reasons you just stated and the gambling and everything there. But come on, don't act like it's never been better. Get out of here. I've been watching football obsessively since I was like 6 years old. It was the worst year of reffing ever. It's not even close.
He also said the reality is our officials are held to an incredibly high standard. Will we try to get better? You betcha.
You betcha.
You betcha. Well, I hope they'll try to get better, but if it has never been better, how can it get better? You quickly go down a rabbit hole of
BS.
just word salad.
Right.
I mean, come on. Acknowledge that there are flaws, that we can spend money to improve, starting with full-time officials, embracing technology more than they do.
Definitely.
Come on. Get rid of the 10 yards of chain link and come up with a better way to determine first down. There's so much they can do if they're willing to spend the money.
Right.
They're not willing to spend the money.
It's just like we talked about.
And it's okay for us to say it. They're not willing to spend the money.
Well, yeah, and we want them to be better. That's what we're doing it from a positive
It's for the
standpoint.
good of the game.
Right, the good of the game.
Integrity
and like
of the
we
game.
talked about with the NFC Championship game. Like, that should never be able to happen. Oh, wait, I hit a foul ball, but hurry up and pitch the ball so nobody will call it as a foul, and it's not a strike.
Call the next play. Call the next play so we can get away
the
with
ball
one.
went out, but I'm going to serve real quick so you don't really know it went out. Like, come on. Why are we letting, like, basically borderline cheating the game go on?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.